Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome back to episode 3 of my very hardcore all challenges at a loss for words walkthrough. Woo, boy, that's a mouthful. Now we need to be very, very quiet. We're going to be looting the Goodsprings General Store. Shh, shh, shh. We don't want to wake the shopkeeper. For those of you just tuning in now, I am Roawyn, and I will be your guide throughout these series of videos as you learn and grow with me as we explore the world of Fallout New Vegas. To catch you good folks up to speed, I did some off-camera work and looted all the remaining items in Goodsprings. Oh, did you see that? Oh, that just fell to the ground. Oh, quiet. Oh, I think I hear the shopkeeper waking up. Quiet. Shh, shh. Make sure you wait until nightfall to sneak into the store when the shopkeeper is asleep in his bed so that we don't get spotted while we pilfer and plunder and loot this place. For those of you who didn't know, I wanted to go over an interesting tidbit of information. Did you know you can go up to any NPC in the game, go into pickpocket mode, and take their ammo casings, and they will never get angry. They don't care. They're a zero value item. Anything else that's a zero value item, they will never get upset for you taking off of them.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
Oh yeah, I'm just looking around shop in the middle of the night here. Sorry to wake you. Yeah, I just wanted to see what you had for sale. I'll take some of these cards, though, off your hand. Those could come in handy. Similar to the pickpocketing option, shopkeepers will basically give away zero value items.
It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets.
Weapon mods sound cool.
Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor.
How do I know you weren't paid off by the guys who attacked me?
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR.
So, you ever been to New Vegas?
Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the strip.
Me? Cause trouble? Never!
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right?
Gone!
They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans.
And for anyone who just got that Khan reference, what do they win, Bob? Well, Roawyn, our contestant today has won an invisible, imaginary, illusionary cookie. Yay! Congratulations. Now that we've got a rap sheet a mile long in Goodsprings, it's time to get out of here before they start looking for us. So let's make like a tree and get the flock of birds out of here. Well, folks, it's time to hit the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, 'cause I can't wait to get on the road again. The first wild wasteland encounter of the game is just right outside Goodsprings over here. It's this fridge. Yes, this fridge is our wild wasteland encounter. This is a reference to Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, when Indiana Jones hides inside a refrigerator to escape a nuclear blast. Yeah. Worked out well for him, didn't it? Remember those graves in the Goodsprings Cemetery? We couldn't loot them before because you need a shovel. And right over here there happens to be one. Oh yeah. If by any chance you happen to run into hostiles, do not engage the bogeys. Stay away from enemies. Do not kill anything. You do not want unnecessary experience. We're gonna be doing this a certain way, and you don't want to level too darn fast. So just don't do it right now. Now, the reason I'm coming over here to Goodsprings Source is so that I gain access to this campfire down here. It'll come in handy if we need to do any crafting early on. That, and there's quite a few loose bottles just lying around, and I'm gonna go around and gather up all those off camera. Keep your eyes open for trouble while you're exploring around here. I've had those little ankle-biting geckos sneak up on me when I wasn't looking, so just watch out for them. Those little varmints are certainly sneakier than they look, that's for sure. Just look at all this neat stuff left strewn around. I'm gonna have to go on an OCD cleaning rampage later and pick up every loose scrap bottle. Why so depressed looking,
Hello?
chum?
Can you help me?
I don't know. What's in it for me, huh?
My girl is trapped by geckos on the ridge, and I can't get to her. Please, she's going to die.
Sounds kind of like a personal problem
Go
to
up
me.
the path, past the broken radio tower, and go to the right. They're at the top of the trail.
You know, I never heard anything about a
But she'll
payment.
die if you don't help.
Again, how is this my problem?
I hope someone helps my girl before it's too late.
I don't know. I
Have you
guess he's
decided to
making me
help me?
feel bad. Come on, I'll rescue her for cheap.
I could pay you.
Finally, he speaks my language. Oh, yeah.
I'll give you whatever you want. Just hurry.
I don't know, 50 caps is pretty
Fine.
cheap.
Just leave me to my misery then.
Aw, come on,
You
guy. You're
decided to help
killing me
me.
with your depressed attitude. I mean, come on, guy. Your girl's gotta be worth more than 50
girl's-
caps. I mean, seriously.
Bastard. You're just like everyone else around here.
Well, ouch,
Have you
that's not
decided to
very
help me?
nice. You know what? I am gonna help your girl, and there is nothing you can do about it.
You will? Thank you for helping me. Please hurry.
Yeah, that's right.
Please,
That'll
hurry.
teach
She's
you.
on the ridge past the broken radio tower. You just gotta help her, man.
Once I save your girl, you're gonna be sorry. Oh, wait. That's what he wanted me to do. Darn it! Yeah, I guess I never was much good at negotiations. Oh well. For example, last time I had to negotiate a price, they wanted to pay me 200 caps to rescue somebody. But I said, no way, don't insult me with your 200 caps. I took those 200 caps and I threw them on the ground and said, no, you're not gonna pay me 200 caps. I'm gonna do it for free or else I walk. That'll teach you. Well, folks, what do you expect when you set your charisma at a 1? Wah, wah, wah. Okay, right on over here is Ringo's wrecked and ruined caravan. Try saying that 5 times fast. Ringo's wrecked, ruined caravan. Ringo's wrecked, ruined caravan. Ringo's wrecked, ruined caravan. Ringo's wrecked, ruined caravan. Ringo's wrecked. Well, yeah, that was.
Any lawman that comes after me
Now,
won't
if
have
you'll
it easy.
notice, the powder gangers aren't hostile to me right now, and I plan to keep them that way. Later on, we'll be doing some quests for them and getting our faction rep with them up. Now, we will never be able to reach idolized with the powder gangers because, when it comes to choosing between the citizens of Goodsprings and these guys, well, let's just say the citizens of Goodsprings saved our life. Enough said. Now, since we have a very long walk ahead of us, I'd like to take this opportunity to touch upon a topic that I ran out of time to cover in last episode. The luck stat. The luck stat. Bringing smiles and tears of joy to the people of this world as it delivers the smackdown on your enemies with critical hits! Yeah! In addition, whenever luck increases to the next odd number, you get +1 to all your skills. Pretty darn sweet. So why, you ask, did I not set my starting luck higher? Well, unfortunately, I just didn't have the points available. Never fear though, at level 50, we'll be taking the Just Lucky I'm Alive perk, which in addition to boosting critical damage, gives you a +4 luck bonus when your health drops to 25%. Make sure you don't miss this dead bright follower under this bridge. He usually has a recharger rifle or a recharger pistol, which can come in very handy early game. Now, you might also be asking yourself, oh, you're only going to have a 6 luck, you don't get a +1 all skills. Well, when we finish Lonesome Road, we get +1 permanent stat point, and that stat point is going right into luck to bring it to that 7. So never fear, Rowan knows what he's doing. Don't worry, I got it all under control. Just relax. Relax. And if that luck bonus is really important to you, you can always drop your intelligence lower and forego getting the Voracious Reader perk. But believe me, the Voracious Reader perk is really, really cool. It seems to be awfully underappreciated, and honestly, I think it is easily worth having a slightly lower starting luck for, because it will provide 10 additional luck whenever we use a True Police Stories. Alright, we're coming up on Sloan. It's important to discover this place, because next episode, we're going to be dancing with some Death Claws.
There are Death Claws all over the damn place north of here. I'd turn back if I were you. If you want to get to New Vegas, you're better off heading east from Prim and then looping north. It's a heck of a lot safer.
I eat danger for breakfast.
They moved into the quarry after the powder gangers came through and made off with most of our dynamite. We shut the quarry down while we waited for the NCR to get us some more blasting sticks, but now the Death Claws have shown up. The NCR's a no-show, and my men and I have got nothing to do but sit on our asses all day. It's damn frustrating.
Do not offer to take care of his Deathclaw problem. We'll take care of that later.
There are a bunch of escaped cons from down south. The NCR was using them to maintain the railways as part of their sentence. I don't know who screwed up, but the powder gangers are loose. It was one group that attacked us and took our entire supply of dynamite.
Have you ever danced with a Deathclaw by the pale moonlight?
We'd see them occasionally, but they didn't seem too keen on getting too close to the quarry. Not sure if it was the noise or all the workers. I can't believe that an entire pack moved into the quarry. I thought that kind of bad luck only happened in New Vegas.
Yeah, tough break. Let's talk about
Okay.
something else. You're depressing me.
This is Sloan, a camp for us quarry workers. The actual quarry, Quarry Junction, is up the road north of here. The whole thing is an NCR operation. We make cement for the NCR using the limestone we dig out with dynamite and drag lines. Dirty work, but the pay's good. Wish we got paid in caps, though. Not a lot of merchants like taking NCR paper money.
Just what kind of nefarious deeds
It
are
all
they
gets
up
shipped
to?
by rail over towards Boulder City and Hoover Dam. The NCR is probably building fortifications with it all.
I don't trust the NCR any more
It's
than
a
I
big
trust the
machine
Legion.
which moves rocks around, piles at a time. It's pre-war tech, so you need to thump it once in a while to keep it running.
You don't get paid in caps. What a
Nope.
bum deal.
The NCR has been trying to switch over to using paper money, just like in the pre-war days. Trouble is that the exchange rates ain't exactly fair. For example, $100 in NCR money is valued at roughly half that in caps around here. Seems like a rotten deal for us, but work is work.
Well, glad we had this chat. Point me to New Vegas.
I've been there once, and I don't recommend it. It's just a way to burn through a month's pay in 5 minutes. I've seen a lot of folks come through here thinking they'll have the easy life once they get there. It never happens.
I don't get it. If they lost all their money, why didn't they just reload their
If you insist
save?
on going north, don't be expecting a rescue when you get into trouble.
I like trouble. Guess where we're going next episode, folks? Right on north. Straight into trouble.
Man, I wish I'd stayed back in California.
If you talk to these quarry workers a few times, they'll eventually put a marker on your map for the Great Khan encampment, which is located just north of the quarry. We won't be going there for some time, but I like to get it on my map anyway.
Generator's still not working.
Oh, and there's the map marker. Alright. I definitely don't recommend going to the Great Khan encampment until you're actually able to kill Deathclaws. Otherwise, it's basically a suicide mission. I'd like to point out that you should always be careful when pickpocketing NPCs. If they have quest items, like this note to Tyrone here, it can cause problems when you actually go to do the quests. Sometimes the items will skip a stage of the quest. And personally, I like to have my quest log make sense. I like to have it in its natural order. I don't like to skip steps. So, you can do it if you'd like, but I really don't like to do it. Alright, drum roll please! The moment we've been all waiting for. The second speech failure of the Speeches Failed Challenge! Yes, I know. We haven't gotten a lot of speeches failed yet, but that's going to come in time. We're going to go to towns where we're going to get a whole bunch of speeches failed all at once. So, just bear with me, folks. It's slow going at the start, but we will get a lot more at a time later on. Leave this generator alone for now. We'll come back when we have a repair skill of 35. Don't permanently disable it for parts. The parts are really not worth foregoing the proper completion of the quest. Repairing the generator gives you NCR fame, and NCR fame is going to come in handy later. So, in the mess hall here, make sure you don't talk to Jas behind the counter there. We want to wait to talk to her until we have the cannibal perk. Also, another star cap. Avoid that for now. We'll come back and get them a little later. So, just go ahead and loot all the nice food items in here. See, what we're doing right now, looting everything, we're getting a nice stockpile of food, medicine, ammo, caps. Honestly, I know you could basically go through the game and not steal everything that wasn't bolted down, but really, if they're all just gonna leave it lying around, making huge messes in their houses, we're doing them a favor by taking it, and we're cleaning up their houses. They should be paying us to do this. So I should probably take this moment to explain that I will be taking the cannibal perk. This is a 100% challenge completion walkthrough, and there are 3 challenges tied to the cannibal perk. There is the Dine and Dash challenge for basically eating enough corpses, and it unlocks a special perk that allows you to take human remains off of corpses. Then there's the Devourer of Nations challenge for eating a whole bunch of corpses. And then finally, there's the top secret Meet of Champions perk, which is not listed in the official strategy guide. Now, in order to get the Meet of Champions perk, you have to kill and devour the leaders of each faction. You have to kill and devour Caesar, President Kimball, Mr. House, and the King. And this works out pretty well because as part of the Gunrunner's Arsenal DLC, they introduced a bunch of challenges that involve basically killing the leaders of the factions with certain weapons. So basically, this works out really well when done together. In addition to the Cannibal perk, we will also be taking the Mysterious Stranger and the Misfortune perks, because those also have individual challenges tied to them. You receive a challenge to get them to appear 15 times for each of them. And once you do, you get a bonus perk that doubles their chances of appearing, which is pretty cool. Alright folks, I'm just gonna be storing all the loot I just picked up, so hang tight and don't touch that dial. We'll be right back after this break. Alright, it's time to go and dig up the Goodsprings Cemetery. Dig it up, oh, dig it. Dig it up, oh. Dig it up, oh, dig it. Dig it up, oh. You've got to go dig those holes, dig those holes. You've got to go dig those holes. Yeah, I know my singing ranges from awkward to terrible, but hey, I like doing it, and you're not gonna get me to stop. So, I had a viewer who has expressed interest in learning more about the Mojave Express drop boxes. Never fear, I will be covering more information on those, but it's gonna have to wait till we get to Freeside, so I can demonstrate how to use them. Now, it turns out there's actually a few more people than I thought that didn't know they existed, so I feel relieved knowing I'm not the only one. Alright, it's time to loot the worker barracks. There is a lot of good stuff in here. Let's let the crowd clear out. Wow, rush hour. Alright, there are 2 skill books in here. Dean's Electronics and Duck and Cover. Dean's Electronics ups your repair skill by 4 when you have the Comprehension perk. So we're going to take it for now, and we're going to hold on to it until we get the Comprehension perk. So don't use it yet. Alright, my loyal fans, it is super secret bonus time! And right now, I'm going to show you that there are 2 boxes here, side by side, each with pulse grenades. I just picked up 12 pulse grenades. Invisible imaginary illusionary cookie for you if you knew that was there. Warning, consuming invisible illusionary imaginary cookies may cause such symptoms as nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, convulsions, and potentially death. Sir, look over there. Sir, somebody's stealing something over there. Oh, yep. Just look right over there. I swear, I just saw somebody trying to steal stuff. Right here is the Duck and Cover book, which ups your explosive skill by 4 with the Comprehension perk. And again, we'll be saving that till later. This Brahmin skull right there is actually an extremely rare item, so I like to hang on to it just for the collectability of it. Remember, since we're trying to avoid leveling, we're not going to pick the lock on that locker yet. We're going to come back later after we reach level 2. So, you've got to admit, we're doing pretty darn good so far, considering we haven't even fought a single enemy. Our pockets are filling up with all sorts of useful items, and we got a lot of ammo stored back at Victor's Shack. If you'd like, you can save before coming into this mining office. In here, there are 2 trunks filled with caps, and the amount is random every time you enter. So you can save before entering here, and then reload if you get kind of bilked on caps. The 2 trunks in here usually contain somewhere around 200 caps, but I've actually gotten more than that sometimes, and often you'll get less. So it's up to you whether you want to save and reload, or you just want to take what you get. For this playthrough, though, I will obviously just be taking whatever I get. I'll try and keep it a little bit more organic, because that'll make it a little bit more interesting. This suitcase right on the floor of this room right here, that is part of a quest, but you actually don't need to worry about looting it now. It's not going to have any repercussions. Drum roll, please. Oh, 80 caps. Come on. Oh, no. Oh, wow. Oh, that is unfortunate. 160 caps is pretty low. Well, I'm just going to take and roll with it. That's my dedication to you, folks.
Generator still.
This is the last building right here that we're going to be looting. Yeah, get out of here, you bum. Alright, good. He's gone. Alright, so there's some scrap metal and some wonder glue. And let's see what else we got in here. Well, looks like we also got some turpentine here, and looks like some conductors. Yeah, that'll be a nice start. Plus whatever random loot you happen to get out of the boxes. Alright, folks. The time has finally come. We are reaching the point where we will finally throw ourselves into the heart of danger, into the lair of the Death Claws. Or not, because this episode's almost over. But next time we'll be going toe-to-toe with some Deathclaws in a horrible dance of life and death. Well, technically, we're just going to be running in and trying to grab some loot before they remove our head. But it's going to be fun. So, before this episode draws to a close, I'm going to very quickly loot this train platform over here. Now, be very careful. We're right in the heart of Deathclaw territory. I would honestly not use sneak mode because, for whatever reason, sneak mode is a great way to bring attention to yourself. It sounds odd, but it actually does seem to bring more attention than when you're just wandering around normally. Would you folks jump and scream if a Deathclaw suddenly lunged at me from out of the shadows? I probably would. Well, sorry about that. I had to cut out a little bit because I had a brief interruption. Real life was calling and I had to answer, I guess. Well, folks, all good things have to come to an end, and it is now the conclusion of our episode. I hope you folks enjoyed, and I hope you're looking forward to episode 4, Dancing with Deathclaws. Ooh. But I will see you folks later, and I hope you've had as much fun as I have. Goodbye.